Cubby blue blood flowing through our veins. Sitting in the bleachers in the rain. We've shed a million tears and drank as many old style beers out at the game. Let's go, Cubby, Son Ranto.
Michael Cotton.
Son Ranto.
Michael Cotton.
Son Ranto and the lovable Lucy.
Lucho Scali.
Son Ranto.
Michael.
Son Ranto.
Cotton.
Son Ranto and the lovable Lucy.
Michael Cotton.
Son Ranto.
Lucho Scali. Oh, yeah, we've got the ghost of Ron Santo's leg.
That did sound like it was coming out of your leg, actually, now that I think about it. Hi, welcome to the Son Ranto Show. My name's Danny Rocket. This is a special Halloween episode, which is why I am dressed up like Danny Rocket tonight.
I am dressed up like a generic white guy.
Oh, it's very convincing costume. Oh, you look just like that.
I look just like all of them.
So it's the off season for Cub fans. We do understand the World Series is going on. We have this show we do every week. We were like, I had no notes. It was like an hour before the show. It's like, oh God, it's Thursday. What do we do? And I'm like, let's just go on. There's plenty to talk about. There's lots going on in our lives, and we just like share the moment together. But hashtag Chance in the chat. You can win the Frank Chance postcard sent to you by me with a message of love and doom. And boy, do I have some doom.
Yeah. Well, and Danny, like you were saying, people may be kind of surprised we're here because there's nothing going on with the Cubs. But this is it. We do it. We are like the U.S. Postal Service. Rain, shine, snow, winter, summer, it doesn't matter. We're always here. We're here for our ranters, the Patreon supporters who drop like $1 or $2 in the bucket every month. We're here for you, and we do this all off season. So you don't, even though we will all miss the Cubs, you will never miss.
I do not miss the Cubs at all. I miss the Cubs like 0% right now.
I agree. Because the only thing coming out about the Cubs right now are like all the shit that we have been talking about for years. It's just Groundhog's Day over and over, and the same stuff comes out. And
there's nothing there's nothing even coming out because there's nothing even to talk about now. Granted, like the whole like hot and heavy, the off-season trade, winter meetings, and all that stuff. When they do when the World Series doesn't even open when that starts. But even with that going on, we all know that the Cubs are kind of set where they are. They have like a 1-year window of opportunity here, the way they've got it all set up. And so, so we'll talk a little bit about that. We should start with, because we never try to sell your book, the Bleacher Bums Bible book, which you have to put that into Amazon. Don't buy anything else at Amazon except for this book. We're boycotting everything except for the Bleacher Bums Bible book. And
if you really want it, you
go
can
to Michael Cotton.
You can order it directly from me. You can hit me up direct, and you can order it from me, and then I will buy the author copies for cheaper from Amazon, and then it'll get shipped to me, and then I'll have to ship it out. But I can sign it or something.
Sounds like another Son Ranto money-losing enterprise. Boy, are we good at
absolutely. I'm not making any money in that deal.
I got a whole pile of T-shirts in the other room to prove the fact that podcasting is not lucrative. But it could be. We just got to be more like, it's
more like Conan O'Brien.
Yeah,
we need to be late night TV show hosts for 30 years before we start our podcast, and then we'll make millions.
Yeah, it's very simple. I plan on being Stephen Colbert eventually myself, but he didn't even have a podcast. He's got a TV show like you and I do right now in this very moment. So anyway, let's read I got music I'm going to play first.
The great thing is that we cannot get canceled. Nobody can take us off the air.
Well, sure, a Time Warner Cable can or whatever. Comcast, that's what I have. So I'm going to thumb through the book. Somebody say stop.
Stop.
All right. Okay.
What number are we at?
Number 45.
Okay, because there are, if anybody is not aware, there are 69 Bible verses in that book.
It's very religious of you. Jacob awoke out of his sleep and he said, "Surely the Lord is in this place, and I did not know it." He was afraid and said, "How awesome is this place? This is none other but the house of God, and this is the gate of heaven." Genesis 28, 16 to 28, 17. There's 17 there for some reason. I don't know why.
Right. What's great about these things too is like I don't remember what I wrote in these, like if I don't have the book right in front of me. But I'm going to guess.
Reminding you of your past.
Yeah, I just want to guess. What I wrote has to be about Wrigley Field itself, correct?
No, incorrect.
Oh.
And it is about the Field of Dreams in Dyersville, Iowa. So you said you had some quotes here. "Is this heaven?" John Kinsella. "It's Iowa." Ray Kinsella. "I could have sworn this was heaven." John Kinsella. And so it makes sense because you're basically talking about heaven. This is the gate of heaven.
Okay, so this is
I was
amazing.
thinking it would be Wrigley Field too. That's where I thought that you would have written about Wrigley Field, but the heaven must have triggered you. Like, is this heaven, Ray?
Yeah, no, that's amazing too, because I literally last night just got done reading the story. Shoeless Joe Jackson comes to Iowa.
Yeah, and you'd write about that right here. 89 film based on Shoeless Joe by W.P. Kinsella.
Yeah. Well, and W.P. Kinsella has like another novel actually called the Iowa
Confederacy.
The Iowa Baseball Confederacy.
It's almost like you wrote this.
Yeah, and it's
because you're saying the same things in the book.
I will recommend that book. It's kind of a fun one. It's if you think that ghosts coming out of cornfields is realistic, then Baseball Confederacy is your fantasy book.
Maybe we should do a Sun Ranto book club. We haven't done one of those in many off season.
Yeah.
We're like heading into our 13th or 14th off season. It's been so long I can't even tell.
Yeah. I just can't remember. Like, I'm so surprised that this is the one that we picked, because I literally just finished that story. And first off,
how Bibles work.
The story is, I thought it was the whole book. I thought it was a whole book called Shoeless Joe Jackson Comes to Iowa. But no, it's like a 20-page story. And it's so different than the movie, which makes sense because the movie is actually good. And generally when movies work off of like a short story, they're better because they can add a whole bunch of stuff and people don't get pissy about like what's in it and what's not and all that stuff.
Yeah, and the omissions piss people off.
Yeah.
Should I keep this nice organ music going the whole show? It feels like it's like settling us down a little bit, like putting us at a different level. Like maybe I just need to like hire John Benedict to walk behind me with an organ playing like solemn hymns just to sort of like set me free.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, so where were we? I'll put the organ music off.
Yeah.
Well,
but yeah, so I would recommend that Baseball Confederacy book, and obviously Shoeless Joe Jackson Comes to Iowa. But it's just know that book is actually a bunch of short stories, because John Kinsella loved writing short stories about Iowa and baseball.
That's really cool. Yeah, I'm not that great of a reader, but I would love to have something like, I would do it socially, like if we were all reading it together. So I'll pick up that book and get yourself a library card. No buying things. So other than that, I've been I've been kind of getting involved in my community. I was just out in there was a bar hang, like a happy hour just down the street with my alder. went over there, met a bunch of people from my new neighborhood and stuff. So I've been trying to, since the off season ended, it's just or started and the season ended, I felt like I wanted to like kind of plug in to something else, so I've been like really working on like my script, which I think in the next couple of weeks, I've really restructured the whole thing now. And like, I've made it 2 acts instead of 3. It used to work differently. Anyway, I've been doing a lot of work on it, and I'm hoping to get like try to send this for production. Like, I'm feeling very strong about it, but I would like to have like kind of a public reading of it that I'm going to, let everybody know about. I'm hoping to do it within the next few weeks. So I'm just going to kind of see, what everybody, so maybe we'll replace one of these shows that we do,
yeah, that'd be awesome.
Thursday night, I mean, I got to check some availability of actors, but I'm working on that. And, just because I'm ADD and I have to like work at like 3 things at once in order to get anything done. I've also like picked up an old script because at Johnny's wedding, my buddy Dog Meat, who I made music with for years and years. That's not his God-given name. His name is it's a nickname for that stuck, just kind of probably in the same way Crawley's nickname stuck on him. But I wrote an entire parody of Jesus Christ Superstar called
nice.
The Rock Opera by Andrew Lloyd Webber. I wrote an entire parody called Kentucky Fried Superstar, which parallels the life of Jesus and this fictional life of Colonel Sanders. And it has all parallels, like Ronald McDonald as Caiaphas and Judas as Dave Thomas from Wendy's. Like, we got the whole thing written, and I dove back into it. It's actually really freaking funny. So I'm like, something
nice.
to do. I mean, exactly. And I'm like, good. The Cubs ain't going to do shit. There's going to be no news. I'm going to like go to the alderman meetup. I'm going to meet some people, introduce myself to some neighbors. I'm going to work on the scripts. I'm going to like, kind of pay attention to the World Series. And,
Well, that's cool that you're getting out meeting your neighbors, because you did move like right kind of at the beginning of baseball season from your apartment you'd been at, what, 10 years?
Yeah,
8 years?
Almost 9 years. It was 9 years.
Yeah. So, so it's like a whole new world for you. It's like now that the Cubs aren't there every single day, it's like, oh, there are people that live near me.
Well, it's just, and it's hard to meet people. Like, when are you going to meet people at the grocery store or just walking around? I suppose you go to the park and sit on a bench until some crazy dude comes talks to you like me.
That's the problem. Some crazy dude comes and talks to you. It's never the person that you want to talk with you, because they have the common sense and just they're nice enough just to not bug you when you're sitting there alone.
No, my point is, I'm the guy that's bugging people. I am the crazy people.
You're the one on the bench.
The guy's sitting there reading, just having a nice afternoon, doesn't want anything from anybody. And here I come, sit on the bench. Hey, how's it going? What are you reading? Well, I was reading.
Right.
But yeah, so anyway, I've been trying to plug into other things, and but I did want to bring up, like, there is some like really shitty news that we got yesterday, because Kat Sharp, who works for my alderman, I was just at an event on Saturday with her about like keeping the community safe with everything that's going on, and it was part of that. She was just there, and then we took a picture together because she was there with Andre. I'm putting up a picture for the podcast listeners. Andre Vasquez is in the middle there. That's who I had. He's my alder, and Kat is working for she's running for the Cook County Commissioner or something. I don't even know. I met them that day for the first time. And anyway, take this picture. Freaking yesterday, she got indicted by the freaking feds.
Yep. Her and Kat
Abugazale, I think is how you say it. Really not.
I don't know.
But she's running for my district.
Last name. Yeah.
There's a lot of great people running in my district right now, and I'm going to look more into it. I mean, I don't know if any of them are Cubs fans. We could have them on the show. They could stump on the Ranto podcast or Bleacher Bunch. And
well, you were talking about going to, the No Kings protests and stuff like that, and about wearing, masks or whatever. And that's what happened to them. They got photographed at peaceful protests, and now they're being indicted for something which, if the world is just in the way that it should be, it'll get thrown out. They'll never make it past the initial indictment. But
right.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Bullshit.
I mean, this is government attacking other political views. I mean,
these are two strong young women that are, incredibly educated. They know their shit. They're so brave. They went down to Broadview, and I don't even know what happened. So I don't even want to speak on what happened. But either way, like, nothing happened. It's a freaking month later since the whatever event that impeded them so much it occurred. And so this is just lawfare, and they're just like throwing the book at these people to try to discourage anybody else from speaking out at all about any of the garbage. And I'll be honest with you. I mean, I know that not everybody that's a Cubs fan lives in Chicago, but what is going on in this city right now is scary as shit. Yeah. Like there's like freaking helicopters over. All these people were going by with whistles because that means ICE is in the area, which means like I could walk out the door at any time and watch a screaming mother being ripped from her children anytime in the street, or be freaking turn a corner and have tear gas in my face as they do this shit. So that's the reality of the situation. And if the Cubs were in the World Series, there would have been a World Series game last night. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's insane, and like, I know, like, you live in Iowa. I know it's happening there too. It's happening everywhere, but like, it's, they've focused on Chicago, and it just happens to be where I live and where the Cubs play baseball, and where they're like indicting the chief of staff in my district right now. It's kind of insane. It's not normal. I've never experienced anything like this in my 51 years. And even though like we have this Cubs show, it's also like a Chicago kind of lifestyle fan show. And there's some real ass shit going on down here. So like, am I next? Are the masked men going to come like rip me out of here because I have a fucking opinion about these things in the place where I live? Like, so anyway, it's bullshit. And I gave her $25 today. I hope to raise more money for her in the future. And, good luck to her fighting the feds.
Yeah. No,
at least the Canadian baseball team might win the World Series. Serves us right.
Yeah. Tomorrow night in Toronto, they have a final game, or what could be a final game.
Yeah, it could, or the next night. Yeah, we got game 6 and 7. I love what Toronto's doing. I mean, you made the point before we went live that the Toronto Blue Jays have the 5th highest payroll by whatever metrics and website. Because they always mess around with the numbers. I mean, Ohtani's technically is making $6 million or something like that. Even
like
so,
$2 million.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's something ridiculously low. Yeah, I was looking at Spot Track because we were talking about it, and we're talking about who we want to win. And yes, everyone is kind of anti-Dodger, and I 100% get it. But also, they're the ones spending the money because they want to win, and they're winning not because of it exactly, but they didn't try to thread a needle. They didn't try to put up 87 wins and just get into the tournament. They're like, let's see if we can load our team with everybody.
Well, they had a disappointing season ultimately. I think that most Dodger fans would tell you they didn't get the bye, so they did have to play the Phillies. They lost the game to the Phillies, and then they had to wait. Did they have to play who did they play first? Not the Phillies. They played the Phillies second.
They played the Reds, and then
the Reds.
Phillies.
Yeah, they kicked the shit out of the Reds. I mean, the Reds were basically turned red, redder.
Yeah, and so they went out there and beat the crap out of them and made it through Philly pretty easily. But
they lost
Toronto
the game
is just
The Brewers. What do you think would have happened to us though? Do you think we had a chance to win a game?
Oh no, because I didn't think we didn't really have a chance to get past the Brewers, and we almost did anyway.
Yeah, they were shit in the bed in true Brewer fashion.
Well, part of the reason that the Cubs did not beat the Brewers, they absolutely could have, is a few terrible decisions by Craig Counsell on starting
Boyd in the game one,
starting Boyd on game one and all that stuff, and
still might have lost that one, but
yeah. But what's interesting is in this World Series, we are not seeing insane piecing together of bullpens and crap. Right,
well, we're seeing some real ass old fashioned pitching.
Yamamoto has a
complete game.
He had 2 complete games, one against the Phillies, and then the next one is against the Blue Jays. 2 in a row, complete games.
Yeah, and you don't even see those in the regular season, let alone the World Series, where like every freaking 3 pitches, they're bringing in some guy because he wipes his butt with the correct hand.
Yeah, and then you got I don't know how to say this guy's name. What is it?
Savage.
Savage.
I wouldn't wait.
He went
I'm glad you brought him
innings up. And like struck everybody out. And he's young.
Well, not only is he young, he's completely inexperienced. Like I've actually screenshotted Savage's baseball reference numbers here. This dude, but he was at in 2025. He was at all levels of baseball, basically. He was playing at this year. He was at single A, high A plus, double A, and then high A, and then triple A at Buffalo. And then they brought him up at some point, and he only started 3 games in the major leagues. And then he's facing basically the murderer's row, best team that's been assembled offensively really in a decade, and mows them down like they are all swinging with little old lady arms.
And they leave him out there a full 7 innings. He takes 7 innings out of, that, like you were saying, that's old school baseball. That is what you want out of your starting pitchers. And on the other side with the Dodgers, Snell, same game, 6.2 innings. And Snell was terrible.
And Scherzer, how long did he go? And he's 80 years old.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's one reason, I have a hard time, really caring about this, because on one hand, it's the Dodgers and they're just boring as shit. And then on the other hand, you have guys like Scherzer and Springer, who Springer hurt his back, and so he's no longer in the game. So that's fine.
But
for
Scherzer's
me.
Like the ultimate old man rental now. He's like the Justin Turner of pitchers, except for that he's still pretty good, as opposed to Justin Turner, who's just there for freaking vibes.
Just sucks. God, I hate that you keep showing that picture.
I'm gonna show it all off season. It needs organ music though, I think, to go with it.
But then so and we're kind of going backwards through these because
whatever. Who cares? It's off season. We jump all over the place. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Talk about old school baseball. Ohtani going 6 innings.
Well,
right. But also batting. That's old school baseball. It's a pitcher that both
hits
and pitches in the same fucking game.
Well, how about the game before he pitched? The 18 inning game, he gets on base 9 times. Wait, I've got to play the drop.
To be fair,
9 times.
It needed it.
To be fair, he dropped 2 doubles and 2 homers, and then they're like, you know what? We're just going to make someone else beat us. And a lot of those walks were intentional. A lot of those on bases.
Well, yeah, but still that counts if you're that good that they're putting you on that way, because he was smoking hot that night. And then did you see that the next day there were all these stories that came out about like Ohtani being a really strong sleeper, that he could go to sleep for like 12 hours at a time.
Yeah, I heard he sleeps 14 hours a day. Imagine having that life where you sleep 14 hours a day.
I want to. I have other things I want to do than.
There's no possible way I would be able to do that. But I do love the idea that that's now one of the that's how we're evaluating players. Oh, he's a real strong sleeper. That dude can really just sleep.
That game, though, I mean, it was 9 hours long. I'm exaggerating by only 2 hours. It was 7 hours long. It was tied. It was tied for longest game by innings in World Series history, and maybe that's a record, 18.
Yeah. Oh, and
which was also the Dodgers a few years back.
And the crazy thing about that was the guy that sang whatever the seventh inning stretch or the national anthem.
Brad Paisley, I think.
Brad Paisley sang national anthem at both 18 inning games. I'm saying, I don't think you ever invite Brad Paisley back to sing at a World Series game unless you're hoping to go that long.
Oh, yeah, man. He's freaking Rob Manfred's nightmare. He's got to be his least favorite country singer.
And I want to say that he sang it for like a 10-inning game and a 12-inning game, too, at different times. Like,
he loves the extras, man.
Yep.
So, yeah, but that's insane, though. And then the fact that it went that late, I fell asleep. I woke up and they were celebrating. It was 2 in the freaking morning.
Yeah. Oh, great story out of that, too. Talking about guys who haven't done a lot of pitching prior to this and then getting Will Klein.
Oh, yeah, so that guy, too.
This dude, he got the win for the Dodgers. Nobody knows who he is.
Not even Will. Not even his parents were like, "Who's Will? We didn't have a child named Will."
Yeah, he's pitched for 4 teams in the last 4 years. The Dodgers picked him up mid-season, and he was just sitting at AAA. And the only reason he's there is because
somebody got hurt.
Alex Vizia had to go and take care of his wife, right? So, that's
right. That's sad.
The only reason that they called this dude up. And so they're like, you're on the roster because we need a warm body, but you're never playing.
Yeah.
And then he pitches 4 innings and gets the win. He threw 70 pitches, I think.
Oh, man.
He had 5 strikeouts in 4 innings.
Oh, man.
That's wild.
I love it. I mean, now, if this was a regular season game on a Tuesday night or something like that, I'm probably not staying up for the whole thing. And I didn't stay up for this one, even though it was the World Series. But imagine you are a Dodgers fan, or a Blue Jays fan. Like, you have to stay up. Like, if it's you and me, like, we're staying up till however. I mean, what time was it East Coast? 3.
Oh, yeah, it was insane. I think it was, 2:30 it ended on the East Coast?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, I hate Manfred ball. In the regular season, maybe they should have like ties or something, like, I don't know, something different. But even like the home run derby or something like that, at least that's fun, even though it's a freaking abomination to all mankind.
Right. I mean, you can play like a scheduled extra couple innings, right? You play 10 and 11 and then you call it a tie or something. I just don't like the idea of putting a guy on. That's ridiculous. It's just so stupid. And here's the thing.
You already did pitch clock. You already did that. Like, that already had its desired effect. So you're fine. You can play regular baseball now. It's only 2 hours into the game and it's the 10th.
Yeah. And there's some people who are going to say, oh, well, the 18-inning World Series, that proves the Manfred man is actually good. No, it does not.
We're all talking about it. We love it. We love the 18-inning game. It's the only game we're probably going to talk about tonight.
Well, but the only reason that game actually went that long, if you actually start looking at it, how many times did they just not do the thing to get the run? The Blue Jays ran into outs in the extra innings, just getting terrible sends from
they're
third.
Tired. I think they're all so. I mean, can you imagine? This is like game 180. 2 right now. Like they're on fumes, dude. Just
but
like they're fried.
They absolutely are. But they're out there playing, and it's like all you need is, I mean, a couple times you've got like bases loaded. All you need is a hit into the outfield, and you can score a run. You know,
do it.
But everybody's swinging for the fences. Nobody actually understands, like, you know, maybe I should just kind of try to hit a little Texas leaguer halfway into the outfield. Like, just, you know, not a bunt, but not like a full swing. But everybody's like, oh, I want to go out with the home run, which ultimately that is what happened. Freddie Freeman hit the home run and they end it. But like, and that's great. But we didn't need to go another 9 innings with everybody swinging for the fucking fences.
Somebody could have scratched out a run even without the Manfred ball, but like, you know, but they were like facing a dude they never even saw before.
Yeah. Andy Wells says, not good fundamental baseball. Yes. Well, and that dude that was, and he struck out 5 in 4 innings. Why? Well, it's easier to strike out guys who are just ripping, like trying to hit everything out of the ballpark.
Trying to end the game. Yeah. And have that moment. I mean, it's almost like trying to hit you're in the World Series. You want to hit a walk-off home run, you know, or the home run that wins, the big dramatic home run, and that's going to be your moment. It's like swinging for the green monster, trying to hit it into the river or the bay.
Sarah's in the chat, not on the show, in the chat, yelling at me. The Blue Jays are an excellent contact team. What? Yes, they also have power, but those were great throws and relays. Look, they're Major League Baseball players. Those were great throws. But there was that one throw in the extra innings that dude was halfway between third and home when the catcher got the ball. That ball didn't even need to be on line. It just needed to be anywhere near because he was so freaking far away. That was just a terrible send. But no, and the Blue Jays are the ones who are making the contact, but the Dodgers are out there swinging for the fences.
For the walk-off.
Right, and they ended up getting that walk-off doing that, but a lot of these things in that extra inning time, man, just people trying to, you know, there
was some
hit a 5-run homer.
To go 18, you're going to have to hit into a little bit of bad luck, or things kind of got to not go your way when you're, you know, trying to advance, you know, because they had their opportunities. I thought for sure that the Blue Jays were going to score in a couple of those innings before I finally conked out.
And that was the thing that was like kind of driving me nuts. It's like, what? It just like
somebody. Well, that remind me of the Cubs.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what else? Oh yeah. The last thing about the Dodgers that I want to talk about, and then we could take it maybe just a quick break, is that you know what I love so much, especially last night, because the Blue Jays pulled ahead in the middle of the game. Yeah. So the national crowd, and here's the thing: I was watching I'm watching the Canadian feed. It's not the American feed. That's what I've been tuning
so
into.
You're getting a TSN, I think is that who does their national?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't either. TSN is kind of like their ESPN. It's the exact same programming, but when they have a national broadcast that's Canadian national broadcast.
It's the Canadian, and they're tilted towards the Blue Jays, obviously, because they have a Canadian team in it.
Right.
So they kept showing sad Dodgers fans, and I live for it. Like, and I remember back in 2015, 2016, when we were really like hot and heavy into it, and I was like, you guys, do not act sad at the game. The camera will find you.
They are looking for you.
If you're at the game and you start to lose, you know, and you're like heads in your head and you're sad and you're crying.
Or you're sitting
praying. It's praying, or your head's in your hands, or you're just like, you know. Remember, I mean, here's the classic example. Remember Sad Indian?
I knew exactly what you were thinking.
I have to have labeled it as Sad Indian. I'm gonna.
Oh God. But yes, I remember you warning people like, okay, they're going to be out. Like, do not do this. Don't let them see the sad Cubs fan if it goes bad.
I tried to tell people. Oh, here he is. Here he is. And do you know what always gets me about this? Have you checked out this man's facial hair?
Oh, yeah.
It is creepy.
He's sort of like this. This could be Craig Kimbrell's dad in makeup.
That actually might be Craig Kimbrell.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Was Kimbrell on the Indians that year?
No.
But no, yeah. I mean, but showing the sad Dodger fans, like, it's just funny. And it reminds me of 10 years ago when I was warning everybody to not look sad on TV.
You know what, Danny, you should actually do just a generically baseball song, not like Cubs related or whatever, but just a generically baseball song about not being that guy. And then just the whole video is just all these people who have been picked out over the years, just like in these terrible spots.
Yeah, that would be fun. Just from all the different teams and their sad ass fans. You can do all the sports too. You know, kids crying. Oh, my team lost.
Yes.
Oh God. There's so many.
So it's so funny. It is. Yeah. You just don't ever want to be that guy or that girl.
So I want to point out some comments in the chat here. Sarah's here. So she goes, by the way, great show. Both of you have killer hats tonight. LOL, sad fans. It is funny, especially when it's not you. That's sad.
Yeah, you've got the is that the
Wrigleyville Bum gave me this. Cabritos maldichos, which is bullshit. That's not a thing. It's supposed to be cursed goats, but that's not how you. It's this.
Cabritos maldichos.
No,
I thought that was the demonios.
Bad said goats.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I thought that was
somebody that does not speak Spanish came up with this. It sounds cool, but it's not accurate.
Yeah, I couldn't read it. I thought it was a demonios. So like Des Moines, their when they do their what Latin Heritage Nights or whatever, they're the demonios, and they've got a demon on their thing. So and then I'm wearing my ally hat here for
cool
all of our LGBTQ plus everything else. I think that's what it is, plus everything else. So
cool.
I'm digging
it is a cool hat. No, I dig the rainbow. I have a cousin that was like making some TikTok about because he's born again, and he was making a TikTok about. He was like the rainbow isn't for pride, it's for God's promise. I was like, flip, get the fuck out of here, Brett. We share a birthday too. I was like, oh, what an embarrassment of a cousin.
Yeah, that is rough.
I like the guy too. I mean, I guess. I mean, you're just cousins together. Like he never did anything bad to me. We grew up like as kids, but anyway, enough about him.
Yeah, we are not responsible for our family members.
Oh,
I mean, well, we're responsible for our children. Yeah, not our cousins.
I don't have any. I have a cat. So, and we are responsible for the Chicago Cubs' success or failure. I believe we're partially responsible because we give them all the tools to succeed, and they do not listen.
I don't think that's true, because if they listen to us, we're not responsible for the losses. Because if they would listen to us, I think they would be much better. But that is the only news thing I have, the only Cubs news thing I was able to bring up is Alex Smith is going to the Tigers. He was part of the coaching staff, and he's going to the Tigers. Now,
who the fuck? What? Who's Alex Smith? He was part of our coaching staff?
Yes.
As what?
He was the Cubs Major League strategy coach. So I'm thinking, yes,
good
Their
riddance.
strategy sucked balls. Like,
bye.
Yeah, exactly. Go to the Tigers. Do your thing. He's getting a promotion. He is now going to be the vice president of baseball strategy for the Tigers. Which,
oh my God. He's in charge of other strategists?
What about the Cubs strategy since now he was former.
Hold on, there's a spider. I got a spider here. I got to take care of this spider, but you can keep talking.
No, so he was a former coordinator of baseball operations. He worked his way up through, and he was named the strategy coach with David Ross in 2023. So if you can imagine the Cubs strategy for the last 3 seasons, and you're like, this dude's awesome. And then, I don't know what you're thinking, like how you're hiring that guy.
Well, this is a Son Ranto first. I've killed ants on this show before, but never a spider. And I didn't really kill it. I just put it down the drain. Because if you learn anything about the Eatsy Weetsy spider song, they will survive a water spout.
Yes, absolutely. I do not kill the spiders at my house either. My house has probably too many webs, but I have webs in my house. I have this ancient old 1800s house. But it's because I do not kill my spiders. And guess what I don't have, though? I don't have flies. Yeah. I don't have mosquitoes. I don't have ants. I don't have shit. I have spiders, and I'm happy. I know what I got, and I just don't have to deal with the rest of them.
You know what you need for the flies, according to another old song, is an old lady to swallow the fly. And I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die.
Perhaps.
Do you know that song?
Yes. And then she swallowed the spider to catch the fly, and then
Then
I don't know what I don't remember.
A bird, and then a cat,
and
the dog, because apparently dogs eat cats.
That's honestly, I see Lil Yumper is in the chat over here, and he's really he's been doing these 31 days of horror things. And
I got to get back to Little Yumper about that. Actually, he texted me about something.
Yeah, but what you were just talking about, this little lady, that sounds like a horror movie, doesn't it? Like, doesn't that sound like a horror movie? Like she swallows a fly and then she like is going crazy, so she eats a spider, and then
in a world where an old lady swallows a fly. Oh my God! Like, and it's just like the beginning of a movie, and all of a sudden she's like, "Oh God, it's inside of me!" And she's like, "I gotta eat this spider."
Yeah,
fly. And she just slowly loses her mind until she's like eating a nuclear warhead.
It turns into like Mission Impossible. She's out stealing nuclear warheads so that she can eat one.
Exactly. Okay. Oh, now that's a freaking movie. See, let's go to Hollywood. We're gonna write it all this off season. We're gonna really turn this show around.
Absolutely. All right, are we about to go to a break here?
Yeah, we should.
Okay. Well, I do have a silhouette.
Yeah. Okay.
Son Ranto silhouette. Who's that? Cubby. Oh, and this is going to be kind of a tough one because this is a rookie card.
Playing shortstop.
Yeah, it's a defensive card. So jumping over a Colorado Rocky Blum.
Yeah. Is that Mike Blum? That feels like an old name.
But yeah, and you see shortstop is listed for this guy, and I will tell you,
Jeff Blum.
Yeah. And I will tell you, so you got to be thinking infielder, somebody like that. And when we get back, so if you know this card, you're going to get this. If you don't know this card, it's going to be tough. So why don't we'll go to the break, put your answers in the chat, and we'll see if anybody can get it.
All right, we'll be right back. 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
The Bleacher Bunch brings you great shows like Son Ranto, Cubs PS Plus, Bricks Behind the Ivy, Cup of Cubby Blue, and Baseball Rabbit Hole. But you could be getting so much more when you subscribe to our Patreon page for as little as $1 a month at patreon.com/bleacherbunch. Get access to our exclusive daily show Cubs Pod, where we recap every single game. Plus, be the first to hear Cubs music, get early access to events, and receive an invitation to join our Discord Cubs community, where fans just like you show up every day to rant and rave about our beloved boys in blue. Most importantly, 10% of your Patreon pledge will go directly to help the Lost Boys Youth Baseball program. So join us. There are perks at every level, like the Renter calendar, absolutely free, and name recognition for you or your business. We are independent Cubs podcasters, and we need your support. Otherwise, we'll quit. Seriously, we'll all quit. Some of us might even die from your lack of support. In fact, the cutest little puppy you've ever seen will die if you don't support the Bleacher Bunch at patreon.com/bleacherbunch. We promise to spend all the Patreon money on tickets and beer and all the dog crap we have to buy just to keep our podcast rolling. So give us your money, and we'll waste it far better than you will. Patreon.com/bleacherbunch. Free trials are available, but don't do a free trial. Just join, okay? Okay. Patreon.com/bleacherbunch.
In the clutch, in the clutch. Buy t-shirts from In the Clutch. Take it from the Bleacher Bunch. You'll love the shirts from In the Clutch.
In the Clutch shirts are comfortable, stylish, and guaranteed to get you laid. Plus, they're proud sponsors of the Bleacher Bunch. Use promo code BleacherBunch for 10% off your purchase.
Nice to feel and soft to touch. That's why you will get laid so much. Wearing a shirt from In the Clutch. And you can thank the Bleacher Bunch. In the Clutch, in the Clutch. Buy t-shirts from In the Clutch. Remember the code Bleacher Bunch. Save 10% at In the Clutch. In the Clutch. In the Clutch.
In the Clutch shirts actually not really guaranteed to get you laid.
All right. Who the hell's that?
All
Gubby?
right, we are back. Yumper said Jose Vizcaíno or Ray Sanchez. Andy Wells said Baez. Andy Wells is a little bit closer. But that was the only guesses we had. But it is Darwin Barney. So his rookie year. Because they put out the cards before the season, right? So his rookie card came out. He was actually a second baseman, but the year before, he had played one more game. He played like 8 games versus 7 games at shortstop the year before. He only played like 15 games. So they made the card
on the card.
So when they made the card, they made him a shortstop, and he played
That's an error
second
card
base.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
What were the Cubs thinking? First of all, putting Darwin Barney at shortstop. I mean, I've seen, was somebody hurt? It had to have been somebody was hurt.
Yeah,
those are
who
some
knows?
bad teams. What year would that have been?
That was like
13?
2006.
6? That
maybe?
long ago? No.
Hold on.
Was it?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. 2010. It was in the worst
10.
era. 10 to 14. So one reason I chose Darwin Barney for the silhouette is because he played for the Chicago Cubs, but also for the Dodgers and the Blue Jays.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So the Cubs traded Barney to the Dodgers in 2014. He played a half season, came back, played a half season, and then the Dodgers traded him to the Blue Jays. So here is the question for you, Danny. Do you know how many players have played for the Cubs, the Dodgers, and the Blue Jays? Just a number. Just give me a number. Now, remember, the Blue Jays have only been around since the 70s?
70s, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I really can't even fathom a guess. Like, guys move around teams all the time now.
Well, I'm just asking for a number. Do you have a generic
No,
number? And
I have
people in
no
the chat, give me a number. Just
69.
It is
69 players have played for all three teams.
Quite a few less than 69, but yeah. Does anybody in the chat? I'll give them a second because I know sometimes that's
Then
a little
either
under
6
delay.
or 9.
Yeah.
6 or 9 different players.
Ooh, that's a lot closer. It's a lot closer. Yumpers is 12. But
13. Lucky 13.
The answer is 17. So 6 plus 9, that was very close to 17, but not quite. But here we go. So now for both, I was going to do this with you and Sarah last week, just to, for the hell of it, just for some fun. Outside of Darwin Barney, do you think you can name any other players that played for all three teams?
I say this is not a good game for me though. Sarah would be good. I never know this shit, because I'm not the kind of guy that's sitting on Baseball Reference and stuff like that all the day. I only care about the Cubs and the only person that's coming to mind, honestly, is and I don't even think he played for the Cubs. Is Jesse Barfield.
Oh well. I mean, one thing, I'm going to give you a hint so that maybe you can come up with one guy.
Joe Carter.
Think of relief pitchers who played for everyone. Oh, Dominic Galoro. Justin Turner is one of them.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Fred McGriff. That's a good one.
Fred McGriff is one of them.
Who is the guy? He was a middle reliever that we had recently, but I don't know that he played for the Dodgers too. I think he was from the Blue Jays. I really don't know.
Yeah. How about, okay. Well, I'm going to go through
Rodney. There you go. Fernando Rodney. He played for everybody.
No, not Fernando Rodney, but Dominic Galoro nailed one of them. Edwin Jackson. Yes.
Ted Lillies.
Ted Lilly is one of them. Yes. Nice job, Andy Wells. Looks like Yumper got that one as well. Okay. So people are starting to guess them. It's kind of fun.
Names at me though. Are there any fun names on there that you're like, oh yeah, that guy?
Yeah. Well, I'll run through them here real quick. Terry Adams.
Never heard of him.
I've never heard of him either.
No.
But apparently he played for the Cubs from 95 to 99.
Yeah. No.
Darwin Barney.
All right.
Obviously, 2010 to 14. Our guy, Hank White. Henry
Blanco. That's a good one.
Yeah. So Henry Blanco played for the Dodgers in 1997. He only got 3 games. And then in 05 to 08, he was with the Cubs. And then he probably finished his career in 2013 with 15 games with the Blue Jays. Another guy that we really liked, and I think he's still running around out there, Jesse Chavez.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've seen him just in the last few years.
He'll probably be on the Cubs next year. I'm guessing.
Probably.
Sarah Sanchez is here. She goes, this is actually a wicked hard question. I struggle with this every time. I have a Blue Jays Cubs square on an immaculate grid. Okay. I mean, and it makes sense because it's only 17 people. That's not a lot. I mean, you have some teams that you link up with all the time. It's like, we're always getting guys from where, would you say?
Oh, well, like Boston and the Cubs, because of the Theo era, is like insane how many they probably have.
Back in the day, the Phillies, like the Cubs were basically the Phillies from the early 80s.
Dallas Green came from the Phillies organization and then just basically stole them all.
Recently, it's been the Astros sloppy seconds.
Yeah.
All day long, we've been getting old Astros. Yeah.
But yeah, we had Chad Hermanson, who I've never heard of.
Never heard it.
Played 35 games for the Cubs in 02. Played 11 games for the Dodgers in 03 and played 4 games for the Blue Jays in 04.
This guy was barely a guy.
That was probably his whole career.
Yeah.
Cesar Estouras.
Oh, I remember that guy. Yeah, he's little middle infielder.
Yep.
Second and short, but no business at short, probably.
Yes, exactly. So the Cubs actually got him.
Oh my
from
God,
the
Hermanson. Wait, hold on. Little Yumper says Hermanson was a Rookie of the Year.
He was?
What's this guy's name?
Hold on, I'm bringing him up.
Hermanson, Rookie of the Year.
Okay, so he broke in with Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And was Pittsburgh from 99 to 01, and I am not seeing Rookie of the Year.
Dustin Hermanson? There's a couple different Hermanson.
Yeah, no, this is Chad Hermanson. He's a Chad, not a Roy.
Chad Hermanson.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at his baseball reference page. There are no awards.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at his numbers. He doesn't deserve any awards.
He never had a positive number in WAR.
No, his entire career would have been better had he not played. He's negative.
Every team would have been better without him.
Without negative 3.6 WAR. Anybody else?
Yeah,
anybody else.
Yeah, if you're gonna love on some WAR, this was not your guy. Cesar is yours. Edwin Jackson, of course, we had him. Reed Johnson.
Okay, yeah, all right.
08 to 12 with the Cubs. He was with the Dodgers before the Cubs, and
Brandon Morrow.
Sorry, I got in the wrong line. 03 to 07, he was with the Blue Jays, and then he came to the Cubs. 8 to 12. And then somehow in 2010, he also played with the Dodgers, even though what I'm looking at says that he was with the Cubs at that time. Hold on.
Well, you know how it is. Like, you look at some guy's baseball reference, and he'll have a Phillies hat, and you're like, he never played for the Phillies, and it turns out they just, like, signed him at spring training, and he had a Phillies hat, and he got,
No, he was a free agent after 2009 at age 32. The Dodgers signed him in 2010, age 33, and he was terrible. And then the Cubs brought him back in 2011 and then traded him to Atlanta in 2012. Yeah. I don't know why. That is weird, though.
Neither do they. Nobody really knows why we're even talking about this.
Right. Ted Lilly, obviously great. I like Ted Lilly. Candy Maldonado.
Oh, the Candy Man.
Finally got into like an older one. Everybody's been like at minimum late 90s. You know what I mean? But yeah, Candy Maldonado was in the 80s. Played with the Cubs 70 games in 1993 at the end of, towards the end of his career. Blue Jays.
Guessing these too, by the way. Dominic's he's ready to take off. He's at the airport right now. You might even be on the plane as we speak, and he's watching us on YouTube. So shout out to Dominic. Have a safe flight. But he's throwing out name after name after name.
Yeah, Fred McGriff, Crime Dog.
Yeah,
Brandon Morrow.
Yeah,
that's
Dominic
what you were
had that
trying
one.
to think of. Yeah.
He also said Mitch Williams. Is Mitch Williams one of them?
Mitch Williams is not. Mitch Webster is.
Mitch Webster. I remember that guy.
Justin Turner. Tanyan Sturtzy. Played for the Cubs in 95 and 96. Total of 8 games.
Yeah, nobody ever.
Deoner. I never know how to say his name. Deoner Navarro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 13 with the Cubs. Yeah. And Ramon Ortiz is the last one.
Yeah, that could be a lot of guys. I mean, I think there's probably been like at least 8 or 9 Ramon Ortizes that have played baseball at this point, right? I mean, of the thousands of players.
Oh, and you know what I just realized? So that was 17 players batted for these franchises, but there were actually some pitchers. Brett Anderson, we remember him. Mark Guthrie, Mike Morgan, Zach Roscup. Those are the only 3 that weren't on. But those are the guys that played for all 3 teams but never batted because they were just relief pitchers. But yeah, you remember Brett Anderson, the human wheelchair.
Oh, yeah. He was with Toronto, too?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, how many guys do you think named Ortiz have a baseball reference page?
I'm going to go with 24.
13,
You have
14. Yeah, I counted it twice. 18.
18. Oh,
Yeah,
wasn't
so
too
it's
far
a
off.
very similar number. So I think from now on, any question you ask, 18, 17, something like that.
Sarah, Yumper and Sarah both same time pop in 100.
Yeah, 18. So,
So that was a fun little game.
It
I
is.
mean, it
It
was.
is. It's a random question. I actually thought if we had a little bit more time to put this show together tonight, that and maybe we'll do it next week. I love those like random trivia questions, like like who in the second half of the Cubs season was the ERA leader or something like that, and then it's like a surprising answer that you didn't think of. I love doing that game.
Actually, you know what? If there are maybe there are a few ranters out there that might want to join us for that, and we'll put together a little game show about this season's Cubs.
Yeah. How well do you know the 2025 disappointing Cubs?
Yeah, if anybody wants to do that, let us know. I mean, if Crawley
we're gonna have to
even
beg people. Yeah,
if
we're gonna have to
Crawley
beg
even
people to be on
sniffs
that show.
this, he'll want in.
Yeah. Only if there's a prize of he's just prize oriented.
Right. We got prizes. You can have a book.
Yeah, I got to hold. I told you about all those T-shirts we're sitting at the beginning of the show. So yeah, I did a TikTok the other day about the Cubs being set at every single position.
Yeah.
And that's why they're not going to do anything. Now, they might get a starting pitcher. Like, they could use one, but they're pretty well kind of stacked. I mean, you could always use pitching, and certainly to slot everybody back would be
we found that out. We found that out this year. You always need pitching. You always bring in pitching. Don't screw around with that stuff.
But to a man, and stop me if you have anything else that you would think that they would do differently than what I think they're going to do. But catcher, hopefully Amaya just stops getting hit by a truck every 5 seconds and gets
Right.
made on the field. And then you still have Carson Kelly, who had a great season.
Yeah.
And you have him. I don't even know what you do with Amaya at this point. So, because Kelly, you kind of want him starting. Maybe he's a DH, but then first base, they're going to do Michael Busch. And, I think they'll bring back, like, maybe not Justin Turner, but another.
I hope
Justin
they spend the
Turner-y.
$2 million to get rid of his ass.
Well, they might still. I think they're going to stick with the platoon. Is the sad news, because I just think they're so smart. Second base, you still got Horner. Shortstop, you still got Dansby. Third base, I think they're going to stick with Shaw. Maybe I don't know.
I think they stick with Shaw because here's the thing: the Cubs aren't getting anyone because they want to wait until the 2027 season is over.
Yeah,
That's
figure that out. Yeah, they're gonna let this play. Yeah,
they should. They should. I listened to the recap, and Gordon Whitmire was talking about it, and he made some really good points. If they went ahead and signed him now, like those, they could sign him under current rules, and it doesn't matter what happens. They would already have their players. But this is a Cubs team that does not want to pay somebody for the 2027 season when they're not going to play. So they don't want to end up owing them something, which I feel like they still wouldn't, but maybe they would. I don't know how that works.
Sarah says, hoping Amaya doesn't get hurt is not a plan.
No, it's not.
That's when you go get your Reese McGuire. Who's like,
no, you have
like, or the next year's version of Reese McGuire, next year's version of Justin Turner.
You have Amaya, and you have Kelly, and you have Ballesteros.
Yeah,
and
give him
those are your three catchers. You can use Ballesteros hitting. He needs to hit though.
Well, I'll get to Ballesteros.
3 to 4 times, like 3 to 4 games, full games a week. Like if they're just going to sit him on the bench, that won't work. But no, then you would have actually.
He'll be out there. He could DH him, and also if you don't go and get Tucker again, which we all know they're not going to do, because they're going to give Casey some run out there. They're going to give Kevin Alcantara some run out there. You've got PCA He's going to play. Ian Happ might as well just have a statue out
Fucking
there.
A.
Like,
Well,
just
yeah, you
build
may
it.
as well have a
Get-
statue
get
actually
the guy-
in left field.
Exactly. Get the guy who does all the Cubs statues to come in and just make the goddamn Ian Happ statue and just leave it there for the next fucking 25 years for the rest of my fucking life. He's going to be playing left field until I fucking croak.
And just so everyone knows, we aren't hating on Ian Happ. It's just that we can't figure out why
every game he's just out
every year they don't even look for a left fielder.
No. I mean, that's why Kevin Alcantara doesn't get to play ever, because he just doesn't get out there because they're never going to take him out.
Yeah.
The same reason with, like, you could have had Casey up. I mean, if you look at Savage, that dude, like, we put up his numbers before, barely ever played in the major leagues at all, mowing down the Dodgers. Look what Kyle Schwarber did when he came back in the World Series. These guys are capable of this at very, very young ages, maybe even more capable of it at young ages, and just wasting these bullets, sitting on their freaking ass, getting hemorrhoids for no reason. And meanwhile, you're like trotting out Justin Turner every fucking 5 seconds, who basically could be these children's grandfather.
Yeah.
Literally. That's how sex works.
That's not. Oh, damn it.
At least
now we're going to get the explicit warning. Yeah. Because Danny just explained how sex worked.
Yeah. Well, you see, when a mommy and a daddy love each other very much,
then and things go terribly wrong, you get an old wrinkled leprechaun that comes out and does not allow your other children to play first base.
Here, I'll unsexify the show. There's a picture of Justin Turner with his shirt off. Now any half chub you had going is gone.
Yeah. No, the only bonus I see to the 2026 season coming up is that because of how the Cubs run their team, we will finally get to see some of these young guys. I mean, we would not have seen Cade Horton. I don't believe we would have seen Cade Horton this year if Steele hadn't gotten hurt.
Yeah, I don't believe they would have. If it was going fine with the guys they had, and they're like, it's good enough. We don't waste our bullets. Maybe we're going to trade him at the trade deadline for a big bat. I mean, who knows? But
we wouldn't have seen Owen Casey at all, except for Tucker was hurt there for a while.
And then, and then Casey got hurt.
Yeah. But then, but it's like, you need to start bringing these guys up. And that is finally, because of how the Cubs run their team, they don't bring up guys until they are forced to. Well, next year, they're going to be forced to bring these guys up and just see what happens, because
Moises,
they won't be able to get these guys.
Give me a whole year of Moises Ballesteros freaking swinging that bat at everything that's coming down the pike and just knocking I mean, this is the kind of hitter that we have been pining for the longest time. Now, please, maybe they'll get a batting coach on him and tell him to stop swinging at that shit. But my God, this is the free swinger we've been waiting for. Like, look at, I mean, some of these home runs that are happening in the World Series, these are not all on balls in the zone.
No, they're not. They're taking some of these high pitches, and it never will be. But yeah, these the Cubs, it's Seiya Suzuki. Seiya Suzuki is
he's going to play right. By the way, that's another place they're set. He's going to play right field.
Yeah,
that's his job again. I bet.
But here's the thing: bring up Owen Casey. There is no reason that Seiya can't play left. He played left a little bit this year. I don't know that
he's probably better at left, except that Ian Happ has to play every goddamn day. Let Ian Happ freaking DH. I don't care.
Rotate these guys, as we've been saying for years. Rotate these guys around the outfield. You put Casey out there one day in right, and then you can move Seiya over to left and give Hap a day off, and you can move things around kind of that way, but I don't know. They never do that stuff.
They run it like they're playing MLB The Show, because like on MLB The Show, the guys, I mean, they probably get tired somewhat at video game tired, but not not what we see. And I don't even see that it's less of them being tired. It's just that, their road, it's really about the age thing. It's the veteran versus the rookie and who they trust with the games, and just how, and we've been waiting for this spark for the team for the longest time, and have decent veterans. They spend enough money on them. Like, their expectation is they're going to play every day, but this is a different game now. It's 162. And so that's why you get outlasted by the Brewers, who have a bunch of guys that for the most part, they mix and match all over the place.
Yeah, and I mean they had Andrew Vaughn, who apparently did not even play for the first half of the season. He didn't do anything on the South Side. He was well rested when he went.
And meanwhile, we're just throwing and on the flip side of it, which is very unlike the Cubs, they left PCA out there well past his ripening time. Like, this dude needed a day off at the end. He's like, looked like he wanted to break every bat he saw over his knee.
But that's because they are so into this defensive run saved bullshit.
Well, which it's there. I mean,
it is there. And the Cubs were great at it. All defensive team baseball Bible from some fucking .com that nobody's ever fucking heard of. Great. All those runs that they saved just means that they got beat by less in those games, because they didn't. I mean, early in the season, they were scoring a shit ton of runs.
Yeah.
And then they just quit doing that.
Yeah. Because your Casey's weren't out there. Like, you did the same thing. You went out there with no bench. Yeah. So I do think
that's the one thing I got.
But I do think the one thing they will do now, they might. I don't know if they'll let him pitch, but that Jackson Wiggins kid looks really freaking good in AAA. But like, we'll probably see him at spring training. Hopefully, he gives him
he's
a chance. Too good
to trade.
Well,
can't trade him. Can't bring him up to Chicago toward the end of the year when you could really use another arm, but you can't trade him either.
Well, yeah, exactly. They don't want to start the clock. They're thinking about 2033, don't you know? This kid's older than that, you savage guy. Yeah. And can grow a better mustache, probably. What is it with the kids in these freaking 80s porn mustaches? I will never. I mean, we used to grow them ironically. You know what I mean? We grew them to be funny. I think these guys are growing them because they think they look good.
Oh, they do.
We grew up because it was just something stupid and funny to do that would piss everybody off. And these guys,
the dude on the Blue Jays that led the game off with that home run.
Oh yeah,
last night. That dude is just straight up thinks he's Burt Reynolds.
Yeah. So, yeah, but look at Jackson. Look at Wiggins' numbers last year. Now, he got hurt, I think, at some point too. Maybe. Anyway, he was 2.19 ERA. Yeah, because he only pitched in 19 games, 78 innings, So, same thing as Cade Horton, though. So you can come up and use him, but then you just anyway, they got to get some more starting pitching help. Regardless of whether Jackson Wiggins makes the team, he'll be the 6th starter or whatever.
Well, they won't get anybody good because they won't put any time into it.
No,
and
there's
honestly,
no one good to get.
That's the one spot that I kind of get, like, knowing that 2027 just isn't going to happen. I totally understand not getting a pitcher right now for the next 5 years because you're going to lose at least one of those years at the start of the contract.
Yeah, certainly it would be a risk if they can't get their shit together. So you've got we're not going to want any. Well, maybe some of them, but I'm going to go real quick. Jordan Montgomery.
No.
No. Yeah.
No,
Nick Martinez, 35 years old now. No. I mean, maybe for a 1-year deal, just because that's all you're looking at, right? Chris Bassett. That if you're going to do 1-year deal, I say you go all in and get Max Scherzer. Can you imagine? I mean, why the fuck not? If the Cubs,
Justin Verlander, Max Scherzer,
one of those guys. Yeah, that's who I want. That's what I want. Otherwise, go big or go home. Not that that's going big anymore. It's like living in the past. Then I'll skip the ones with like club options and mutual options because I don't want it. Who cares? Framber Valdez, 31 years old. I don't know what kind of year he had, but he's a lefty. That would just add to the lefties. But I like his name, Framber. He's been good against us before.
You like you know whose name I don't like? I don't like Jackson Wiggins' name. And I'm not against the name Jackson until I see it spelled with a fucking X. And that kind of drives me nuts.
Yeah, so. He's like fucking Elon Musk's kid or something. My name is Jackson Wiggins.
Jackson.
Miles Michaelis, 30. Speaking of shitty mustaches, 37 years old. I don't think I could like Miles Michaelis in a Cubs uniform. I don't think
never
I could like that. Yeah,
never.
Jack Flaherty's got a player option.
That's the kind of guy that I could totally see the Cubs going for, just because Tommy Boy probably likes him.
Yeah, exactly. Scherzer, yes.
No.
Alex Cobb.
I'm saying no. Fuck Scherzer.
Alex Cobb is 38 years old. Well, how do these guys get so old?
Let me tell you how sex works, Danny.
Justin Verlander is 43. 43 years old. Anyway, it only cost you $15 million. John Gray, also old, 34 years old. I remember a time when I wanted him. He was on Texas, so I wasn't really paying attention to him. Zach Gallen, he had a moment. I don't know what kind of year. He's only 30. Maybe he gets paid at this point, but the one everybody wants is, to taking back the sloppy seconds. Dylan Cease, of course, that's probably what they'll do. But I don't think so because he's going to want more years. Than
because he's going to want too many years. No, I think you're right. They're going to end up with a Verlander, a Scherzer, a Michaelis, some old fucker who's just trying to get one more year.
It's this year's Justin Turner. I'm telling you, he might not even pitch half the year. They might get both. They might get Scherzer and Verlander at some point this year. Like Verlander sits out the first half of the year. He's just hanging out with that movie star girlfriend of his. And then he's maybe around July when it gets warm, he'll come out and help some team to the World Series.
And everybody who says that they need to get Dylan Cease, you forget this front office thought Dylan Cease would never be a starter. They had him slotted for a reliever. And so now that he's a starter, I still don't think they let him start. I think that he would end up being like a fucking opener. He'd be like a 3-inning opener for them.
If Dylan Cease was a third baseman, he'd already be a Cub. You know what I mean? Like, because Jed likes bringing back the guys he traded away. That's the only reason why I think Dylan Cease might come back, is because he likes.
Yeah, I guess I didn't think about that. I mean, he does like bringing back anybody that he ever got rid of.
He's sloppy. Yeah, after he fucked it up, he's like, "Oh, let me fix the problem." He said, "I stayed awake all night thinking about trading Dylan Cease. Let's get him back here." Zach Eflin. I mean, nobody's moving my needle. Tomoyuki. Wait. It's Tomoyuki Sugano from Baltimore. He's 36 years old too. Tyler Anderson, he's 35, 36.
Yeah, that's Brett Anderson's illegitimate love child.
Ranger Suarez from Philadelphia. I mean, hey,
I think that's the only one that might be interesting.
Yeah, but he's going to any of the guys that you want are going to want the years. Yeah. I don't end with, and then it gets really ugly after this. I'm going to go real fast.
Oh,
now.
There's more? Oh my God.
Yeah. Maybe we could just stop because and
we have all offseason to talk about all the guys the Cubs aren't going to get.
Well, there's also Aaron Savali, who we did get, and now we don't have technically. Aaron Savali, he saved a couple of garbage time games for us.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you can go get yourself a Mike Soroka on a nice little deal. I'm going to get back to writing my script and organizing with my community.
Yeah, no kidding.
Seriously, there's fucking nothing, man.
Like, as bad as some of these seasons have been, like some of these off seasons have been. Like at least we went in to the off season with some idea that they might do something. I feel like last year, not so much. But then there's always something that gets somebody excited, like when they got Craig Counsell and all the people bought into it. Like, oh my God, they got Craig Counsell. They're going to go out and buy and sign a bunch of good guys. Yeah, that never happened. And then,
well, now there's no one to get.
Now there's nobody to get.
Yeah.
All the guys to get are in Des Moines. They're all the guys that they couldn't trade because they were too good, but they also didn't bring them up. That's who we're going to get to see. And I, for one, am here for it. I want to see these guys go Humpty Dump or Humpty Dumpty. I want to see these Humpty Dumpties show up. And
I have no idea what you're talking about now.
It's my baseball rabbit hole. Talking about baseball terms. And
I saw you dropped that. Yeah, no, I have not.
I'm trying to learn to use some of these old timey terms. Humpty Dumpty.
Well, I'm gonna try to convince the Cubs somehow through this show to go and sign themselves Max Scherzer. I want Scherzer over Verlander personally, just because he's like meaner and
that's why I don't like him. I think he's just kind of a dick, and I don't know.
We can argue about it on the show. It'll be great.
Look, if you have any ability to get them to do these things, Danny, what you need to be doing is tell them, do you know how much money they could save by letting us have some of those high-level front office positions? We could do the show and have the high-level front office. And guess what? We would both make a lot more money than we make, and they would pay us a lot less than whoever they have as their fucking vice president of baseball strategery.
Well, speaking of like baseball strategery, did you see that the Washington Nationals hired like a 33-year-old manager?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, I didn't know. Here, I did screenshot it. Jeff Passan put this out. He said the Washington Nationals are finalizing a deal to hire Blake Butera as manager. Sources tell ESPN Butera, 33, will be the youngest manager in MLB in more than 50 years. In 4 seasons as a minor league manager in the Rays organization, his teams were 258 and 144.
Okay, so
in the minors.
The most interesting part of this is that sometime in the early 70s, between 70 and 75, there was
a 33-year-old manager.
Less than 33 years old. I want to know who that is now.
Who that was.
It was probably a
player. Like,
it was probably a player manager.
Might have been Pete Rose.
I don't know.
When did he start playing player managering?
Yeah, that wasn't until the 80s.
Well, let's find out for next time.
And he was older, like because I'm thinking like Hank Aaron. I think Hank Aaron was a player manager for a while, but he was already almost 40.
I'm just gonna Google real quick. Youngest MLB manager ever. Harvey Watkins. This is in 1895. He was 26 years old, and he managed the New York Giants.
Nice.
And actually, there's maybe this guy too. Harvey Watkins managed the New York Giants for 35 games. Yeah, 1895. And then there's, how about this for a baseball name? Roger Peckinpah.
Ooh, Roger Peckinpah.
He was 23 when he was named interim manager for the Yankees in 1914.
Wow.
Roger. So it wasn't one of those for the last 50 years, guys, but they used to have.
No, but that seems like something Steinbrenner would have done to who is the manager that he always used to fight with?
No, but Billy Martin.
Billy Martin. That sounds like something Steinbrenner would have done to Martin. Like just pulled a guy out of the fucking mailroom and made him the manager.
You're the manager, Billy. Get out of here.
Billy, you're fired.
I made the water boy the manager because he could do a better job than your ass. Get out of here, Billy. Kick dirt on him, throwing gum at his head, put lit cigarettes out on his neck. Oh, boy. Those were the days of baseball. All right. Well, all right. We've come to the end of the show. So Lost Boys is giving us an award on Saturday, November 22nd. There's a organizational meeting. It's a brunch, a champagne brunch. It's going to be at Haymarket Pub and Brewery on November 22nd at, forget the time, noon? Yeah, I think it was noon to 3. They're giving us an award. If you would like to attend, it's $50. And we got a bunch of us that are going already, 7 of us. And so if you'd like to attend with us, just shoot me an email, DannyRocket with 2 T's at gmail.com, or contact me all the many ways you may contact me. Cubs Caroling is going to be December 20th. And Cubstradamus did use his one phone call to call me from a holding facility. Seems he's on the list to be deported by ICE. So, unfortunately, Cubstradamus may be joining us from some third location where they're going to send him. He might be going to Zimbabwe or something. I don't know where they're sending people. Uganda.
Cubstradamus is the only person that I'm glad ICE has arrested, because being around him,
didn't even know he was in the United States.
Yeah, but being around him is the worst thing. Just the smell alone. I mean,
if we're talking about the worst of the worst, which is what they're supposed to be going after, well, Cubstradamus is certainly in that category.
He is absolutely on that list.
Hopefully next time we talk to him, if ever, he'll be joining us from a remote location. I didn't even know he was in the country. So then, what else? I did want to wish a happy birthday to Ronnie Woo Woo, whose birthday is tomorrow, Halloween. Send him a birthday card with some lottery tickets inside. He's at the Pearl in Evanston. Just look up where that is. Put Ronnie Woo Woo Wickers on it and send him a little birthday card. I think it'd be nice. On Saturday, Gary from the Bleacher Bum Band and the Cleveland Indians fan who's been on the Sun Rancher show many times, him and I are going to go and just like play a bunch of Beatles songs at his birthday party on Saturday. So
nice.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be fun. He also he wanted a bunch of doo-wop songs like from the 50s. So, okay. Stuff like Come and Go With Me, or like the Platters.
And where is that at?
It's at where he lives, at the Pearl.
Oh, okay.
I'm going up there. Yeah.
You're going to the Pearl. Okay.
Yeah. And we're going to play some music. So anyway, I'll let you know about that. What happened with that. Maybe we'll get some video to share with everybody next week. And happy belated to Michael Cerami. So from Bleacher Nation. So if you see him, just tell him happy birthday. And Rhino Shepherdson's birthday is today. And if you remember him, he's my friend Matt Shepherdson's son, who is having lots of health issues.
We raised some money for him way back in the day with the Cubs. I think that was an unconventional.
Yeah. And so happy birthday to him. I think he's 21 now.
Wow.
Is it or 20? Something like that. Yeah, incredible. Speaking of time going, I'm like, how is Max Scherzer 43? How can the kid we helped be 21?
Yeah.
So Matt Kammerer's birthday is next week. So why don't you go shopping at Etsy, and you should only be spending your money at small local artisans like Matt Kammerer's stores, especially in this holiday season. And Blake Beard, one of our biggest supporters, and he's probably turning kind of old now. So
he's turning old this year.
Yeah. So happy birthday to him too. And thanks to all our Patreon supporters. And we do have some TFCs, I believe.
Yes, I have one. How many you got?
I think just one. Yeah, just
and
one.
And then we have the chance in the chat if anybody wants to
get
in
chance,
on that.
Yeah, hashtag chance in the chat.
All right. I will go first. I'm sure most people have seen this. Pope Leo XIV receives a Cubs jersey from Mar Awa III. And so this is funny. I got to explain. So the picture is Mar Awa. He is an Assyrian Catholic, whatever, cardinal or something. And he is giving this number 14 Leo Cubs jersey to him. And a lot of people just think it's like, oh, he kind of like, he doesn't know, he screwed up. No, Mar Awa III was born in Chicago, Illinois. And he is from the North Side. And he 100% knows that the Pope is a Sox fan,
yeah.
and he is trolling his ass. You look at this picture and you can see the Pope has this like shit grin.
Yeah, he is not happy. No, he is. No, he is not.
And
happy.
Mar Awa is just like fucking smiling, just like, oh, this is wonderful.
Yeah,
that is such a good TFC right there, just trolling his ass in real time.
I mean, now what is going on in the city of Chicago that we got Mar Awa III, who I granted never heard of before right now?
I never heard of Pope Leo either.
Well, not before he became Pope. No,
right.
But what is going on with Chicago that we've got all these like super powerful
because the president
leaders.
keeps telling us it's a third world country there in Chicago. It's the worst of the worst are there in Chicago, and that's where the Catholic Church gets their leaders.
I suppose Cubstradamus was here, and he is some sort of deity.
That's true.
So I mean, but it makes me wonder. I'm like, I'm from Chicago. Like, can I be the leader of a giant religious sect? I mean, if that's what's going on, seems to be the only prerequisite as far as I could tell.
Well, I mean, your mother was a nun at one point.
Yeah, I seem to be.
She now has a shrine.
Yeah,
that amazingly will not go away. It's there. Nobody's getting rid of it. So I think we should saint your mother.
Yeah,
I think that's that is a miracle none of us saw coming, and that's all you need.
Well, and the miracle is that the shrine's still there.
That's what I'm saying.
After a Chicago winter, like that should be enough right there to get you miracle status and sainthood.
Yeah.
I mean, I was looking up all the different patron saints that they have. They got patron saints for some bullshit. They have like patron saint of butterflies. And you're like, what? Like, how? Who does a butterfly give a shit?
I think it's it's the patron saint of butterfly tattoos for
butterfly tattoo removal. For that butterfly tattoo you got on your ankle and that drunken weekend in Cabo.
Yep.
Oh man, you still have that butterfly tattoo, don't you?
I do. It's in a place that you can only see when I'm swimming.
Yeah, never eat the worm. Never eat the worm. So here's mine. This is a fake Donald Trump. I think it's fake. It's hard to tell these days because the man has freaking dementia. But it from Truth Social, like a screenshot from Truth Social that was tweeted out. This is about the World Series. Now, this might be really him. I don't know. But he says, no matter who wins, I will refuse, all caps, of course. No, I will refuse to invite either baseball team to my ballroom as they are both run by highly inept officials from California and Ontario, Canada. I don't host losers. We are actively investigating MLB. This World Series is rigged, probably by the Dems and the Mafia.
Holy shit, that took a turn there at the end.
I like how the Mafia just gets involved at the end too somehow. It's like, and the Gambinos. It's like, but I really do think that that's kind of how Trump operates. Like if it happened in the 80s, like remember that whole remember all of a sudden he's like mad about flag burning. I'm like, nobody's burned a flag since like Vietnam. You like,
Right.
like okay, burn flags. It's like nobody.
There's a reason the only time you ever see it is Rick Monday from 1978.
Yeah, we've moved on. We have bobbleheads about it now. You know what I mean? But he's in his mind, it's like still happening. You know, he probably still thinks he could go like, you know, hang out at the freaking what's it, Club 57 or what was that? Studio
Heinz 57?
No, Studio 54. He probably still thinks that's going on.
I was actually watching Austin Powers Gold Member the other night, and Club 69 was their
Nice.
Studio 54 version, and I have to say that movie is both terrible and I couldn't stop laughing through like certain parts of it. Like I'm watching it and I'm like, that's a terrible joke. And then I'm laughing and I can't help it.
Well, maybe someday I'll be on an airplane and tune on into it. That's the only scenario I could see ever watching that film. All right. Excuse me. All right. Hashtag chance in the chat. This is your last chance to get in the chance. Thanks for everybody who showed up tonight. It's off season and we just appreciate you, all our supporters and everybody that's been with us these last 13, 14 years, however long it's been. It's been a long time. Here we go.
Yeah, I think is next year. Next year might be your Ernie Banks year.
Oh, and Reverend K-Fids with
Look
the
at
victory.
that.
That's
I
a
don't even
first-time
think-
winner.
Yeah, first time winner. I don't even think he's still here. I think I saw him show up. He like showed up, hit chance, and then bailed.
Yeah, he's one of those chance cheaters.
He's just in it for the chance.
Yeah. Well, technically, so am I really in the end now. All right. Well, thanks to our Patreon supporters, patreon.com/Bleacher Bunch is how you hook us up with that. Maybe one of our other Bleacher Bunchers. Who do you think is going to be the next ones to put out a show? You think it'll be Cubs PS Plus? You think it'll be? I mean, you put out a show, Baseball Rabbit Hole, so you've already.
Yeah, well,
one.
I've got one more left in my season because if they can just stretch out this baseball season into November, so can I. We didn't even talk about that. There was way too much time between the championship series and the start of that World Series. Didn't they get like 3 days off or something like that? Like they're playing Game 6 on Halloween night. Okay, why? Like why? They could have had this whole fucking series over by now.
Yeah. And instead they're gonna like push it into November, maybe. They're like the Cubs.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, if we're making bets, which I don't make bets.
We got to get all hands on deck. I'd love to talk to Waller. Waller's still setting up his rig. We had Sarah on last week. We talked to her, and she was here tonight as well. But we haven't talked to Rogowskis in forever. We got a Wonder Twin Powers, or what is that? Super Friends Unite.
Yeah.
We haven't had a rant or round table. Maybe we should do like one of those situations where we do those weird trivia next week. So anyway, we'll be with you all off season. Thanks to everybody that is involved.
Yeah, we're going to look. And honestly, Danny, looking at how this offseason's setting up, I do think that we should do something like we did back in the day when there was nothing going on in the offseason. And that's like
shoot the shit.
Do a book. Everybody reads a book.
Oh,
and we
yeah.
talk about like a couple of chapters. We could do a book. We can, talk about baseball movies. I watched a baseball movie the other night, Ephus. It was good for about 3/4 of the way. And then, like that 18-inning game the other night, it just fucking wouldn't end.
See, that's where my method of falling asleep halfway through the film comes in really handy. So, all right, that's the show then. And
I think that's it.
Yeah. Okay. So on that note, I bid you all a fine spagog.
Spagog!
Old style, old style, old style, old style. Brewed at the turn of the last century, across Wisconsin, 200 miles from Milwaukee, and it's way old, way old, way old. Old style, drinking my daddy's beer. Old style, every day of the year. Old style, raise up a can and cheers. Old style. In 1935 they moved to Chicago.